just for free Forge of Empires players like me that want some free tips. I've been playing for quite a few years. I don't spend money on the game. To start, I'm just going to slowly scroll down so you can pause at different points to take some of the information in. Yes, there are some misspellings. I was like kind of typing this in a haste, but I think I corrected most of it. And I'm going to scroll back up, just in case you don't want to have to go back to pause. So for me, I give each building 1 point. 1 forge point is a point. 1 good is a point. Attack is a point. Defense is a point. Attack and defense is 2 points because it's 2 birds with 1 stone, right? Then there's other hacks, like if you have the Nutcracker Guardhouse, it will basically give you enough mass aid fragments that if you have 10 of them exactly, you will get a mass self-aid. So that way you can have all your buildings at collection aided already and polished. Every single collection, which is great. If you utilize the Blue Galaxy Great Building like I do, and you were able to get the Queen Anne in one of the previous events, when you use something like Forgotten Temple, which gives you a 20% FP boost, or you use the Eco Nexus, which I think it gives you a 5 FP percent boost, you can collect like 3,000 in 1 click. I think I'm at like the most recent, I think it's Space Age, Space Hub or something. Off the top of my head, I can't remember the exact name. I probably should have looked it up. This is just like a off the cuff little video I was making real quick. But yeah, you can get a bunch of FPs. Somebody said that the new Gold Terrace building was useless and the Gold Silver Serpent was useless. I personally don't think so. You can pause the video and see why, or you can listen to me talk about it. Basically, if you are a player that doesn't have a lot of really good buildings, like the Eterna Market is great for FP production and goods production, especially if you are using the Blue Galaxy, and then if you team up like the instant complete buildings with the instant self-aid, like you can get so much, but those buildings, when they get to a certain level, you cannot do an instant production on them, if that makes sense. And so you would want to look to other buildings that you have. Newer players don't necessarily have these buildings. Free players aren't always able to get some of the buildings. I know for me alone, I used diamonds to be able to complete a recent calendar, which gave you, I think it's called the Siren, Enchanted Siren or something like that. And it will give you fragments to the Lagoon Stronghold gold upgrade kit. So you can get a Lagoon Stronghold, like the highest level, every so many months just because you're getting 2 times the amount if you utilize Blue Galaxy along with the self-aid instant production and all that. But yeah, just some life hacks for y'all that don't know. If you don't have that building and you are working on getting the Gold Terrace farm or the Gold Serpent and you want more FPs, I would say get some, either A, focus on building your GBG attack so that and defense so that way you can up your attrition and you can get more points to get FP and get like diamonds, so you can get higher and higher attrition, therefore get more that way. Or you can opt for, like I do, where I have as many high forge point collecting great buildings as I can get, so that way I can mass get like over 1,000 forge points, a day just from a couple great buildings by itself. And then you can use FPs to boost those higher and get more and more collection each time. Now, after a while, the amount you're contributing you're not going to get the FPs back in time. But if you are like me and you've been playing the game for well over 7 years, they definitely maximize, because on the days you weren't as active, you were still collecting, right? You were going online for like 5 minutes, doing your little daily collection, dumping them into an FP building or an attacked building based on who you are. I personally like all the great buildings. It's just a nostalgic thing. A lot of people consider it useless. I have guildmates and the little neighbors commenting like, why do you have these useless great buildings when you could maximize your city better? And I just like them. Everybody plays for different reasons. It is a game, right? I'm a nerd. I have sheets of paper. If you want me to do another video with every single point per building, I can do that for you too. Just keep in mind, I don't really count coins and goods. Not goods, sorry. I do count goods. I don't count coins or supplies, because unless it's a boost, when you have as many special buildings as I do and you have as many great buildings as I do, you're covered on most of that, right? But hopefully this was helpful, especially if you're a free player. I don't think my guild will get mad at that I shared this with people outside the guild. I'm the one that wrote it anyway, so it shouldn't matter. But yeah, this is just for you guys that are like, hey, I don't really know. I just want some tips. I know they've been giving out the Neo Obelisk level 2. They give you level 1 and then they give you the upgrade. That one's been coming out with the new Quantum Incursions. So just something for you to consider. Have a great day. I would say happy investing, but I guess in this case it's happy gaming.